Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the lounge. We got a special double episode week coming here for you. Myself and Rocky back at it again. Episode number 6, right? Number 6?
Yeah, number 6.
Second
The
one
big
this
6.
week. We got one out earlier in the week about Call of Duty Champs. Go check that out if you missed it. We got a lot of Champs talk there. And we also got more, not really Champs talk, but just Call of Duty talk today, of course. We got ROSTERMANIA happening with the upcoming EWC. Rumors for after the EWC that are going around. Tons of stuff has been flying off the shelves with Call of Duty rumors the past couple of days. Plus new updates and just overall new stuff in general. So we got a pretty solid episode here. Second episode of the week. Let's just go ahead and get into it, I guess. I'll go ahead and switch screens and we'll get started. Oh, well.
Huh? Wait. No. What the hell was that? What the hell? That's fucking crazy, bro. Go back. What
are you talking about, bro?
Bro, what was that?
What are you talking about? We're looking at Fringe.
That's insane. No.
What?
That's okay. Okay. I didn't see nothing.
What are you talking about, bro?
I'm tripping.
Yo, he is tripping, bro. What's he talking about? I'm just looking at Fringe here, bro.
Okay.
Well, anyways, sorry about that. Are you good, bro? Are you good?
Yeah, I think I'm seeing things.
Okay. Okay.
I think I saw a doctor on your screen, or an astronaut.
A doctor?
An astronaut, teacher, fighter.
What, bro? I don't know.
I thought I saw the American hero, but okay.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It is July 4th as we're filming, so maybe you saw something you didn't see. But anyways, recent update, Season 4 Reloaded, Black Ops 6. We had Fringe return to ranked play. They also just kind of added like every map back to ranked play. You got Vault S&D, you got Skyline S&D. But we played Fringe a little bit the other night. And what are your thoughts on it for returning?
It feels so weird not wall running on this type of map because that P4 is so AIDS to break. Not able to like just wall run easily on top of the roof. You have to literally just mount on the wall. And you're gonna get shredded from doing that.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's like whatever, in my opinion.
I feel like this map is like very AR heavy, especially just down mid there. You can just hold headies, rip people off.
Especially on the what's that train side?
Yeah,
that,
P4
that
on the train.
Yeah.
Good luck as a sub on that P4. You're not can't chow anybody on that. But it was a good time. I mean, I don't think we actually won whenever we played it, but I remember playing okay on it. Just the rotations we're lacking on to start with, but we'll get better.
Yeah, it's kind of cool they brought it in though. I feel like they brought it in a little too late, but
yeah, I think they purposely brought it in late. Like
maybe they put it in for EWC, maybe.
Maybe. I'm not sure if they would, but it is. I think they purposely put it in super late because.
Why?
Bro, it's just a remade map. Why would they put it in this late into the year, whenever it could have been like a pro map 6 months ago? Why would they wait? Because it's not like it takes forever to make this. It's a remade map.
That's true. But did they hear the community bitching so much about their maps? Like, I feel this, if we play this map all year long, or at least early on, I would prefer to take this over maybe a Vault Hardpoint, maybe.
Or I'm playing this over Vault. I'm playing this over Proto.
Protocol. Yeah, see, like, they heard the community that's bitching about it.
Yeah, but then they added it in where it's late enough to where a lot of people, like a lot of casual ranked players, are just like not grinding as hard anymore. And then the pro level can't even play it, like unless they want to just really smash it into this last event of the year, the EWC. Yeah. But like this is not getting enjoyed to its full potential. They brought it back and it's not getting enjoyed to its full potential because we have like a couple months left of this game, like 3 months left.
Yeah, that's true. Oh God.
Yeah, so that just sucks. Like it's okay, we get to play it now, but it should have been here well before, and they definitely have the ability to put it in here way before they did.
Yeah, that's true.
But
it's what it is.
Yeah, is what it is. the new update, like I said, brought back a few other game modes that they had taken out previously. Like, I haven't got to play Skyline Search yet, but I'm looking forward to doing that soon. Vault S&D,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I'm not a Vault fan, to be honest. I'm not a huge Vault guy. And was that all they brought back, or was there more?
Oh, rewind control.
Oh, yeah, I haven't got to play
Yeah,
it. But
yeah, that's bad. I
I
haven't
don't
played it since it came back, but it's bad.
surely like there can be some dirty spawn traps on that, bro. Like you just sit on P3 heady on the dumpster. You got all the street. Nobody's challenged from street. And then you can go watch all of RV side through Gen or whatever. There's like, I don't know. I haven't played it yet though, so I don't know how it plays, but it just seems like a map.
You didn't play when you didn't play when it was first in the game?
No, I don't think so.
Oh yeah, dude, B's like in the burger spot, and the attacking team could get in there like in 2 seconds.
Of course.
So by the time you're there, it's probably if they stack it, probably a tick and a half is already done.
Dang. It's insane. Well,
Bad.
yeah, I'll have to play it and get back to you guys on my thoughts, but I'm not looking forward to it. I'll say that. So that's one of the updates. They really didn't add much in this update. It was Fringe, it was some bundles, and then it was this. This is probably the main thing, was ranked resurgence on Rebirth Island. Pretty cool.
Yep.
I haven't had the luxury or the time yet to play it, but I know you were just grinding on stream the past couple nights. What are your thoughts on it?
It's the same thing as last year when they had it. It's resurgence. There's nothing much you can say. Just come back when you die. So it's the same thing basically. It's cool. It's more of a faster pace now that because I've been grinding so much over dance ranked.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a little mix of pace right there. It's kind of cool. You have both options because there's casual BR players that like that better than resurgence or vice versa. And they're both their own ranks too. So if you play for dance ranked, you're starting bronze in this.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I'm bronze 1.
But that's cool. That's cool. You can't hate resurgence at all, really.
Yeah, I mean, resurgence is cool. Rebirth Island's a good map, and I'm a fan of like fast-paced stuff. I think that's why I like the Splitgate battle royale a lot. And Rebirth is definitely faster paced, a lot more gunfights happening.
Yeah, your life is way better.
And you can respawn, so you can just kind of chow a lot as long as one of your teammates is alive. I'm excited to play.
And the cool thing is that this year they took away death penalties for SR. So if you die, you lose no SR at all.
Oh, last year if you died, like take away your SR in game.
Yeah, you'll take like just a little bit of it, but
dang, I even know that.
With resurgence, you could die like 5 times, whatever. Like one game, I had 1 kill. I died like 7 times. I still got plus 90 SR.
Wow. On this one. This new
one?
On
this one. Yeah,
Jeez. One. Did you get any dubs whenever you're playing?
Yeah, I got like 2 or 3, I believe.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm gonna be grinding this for sure though.
Yeah, it's a good change of pace. We've been on the Verdansk grind for a while, and after a while, Verdansk can take a toll on your mental health. I feel like, depending on how the games go.
Yeah, man.
COD in general can do that to you, but
yeah, that's cool though.
Rebirth is here, really late in the year, but isn't Rebirth? I mean, they're playing Rebirth at EWC, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, they added it just in time for that, which is happening in about a month or a little bit less than a month now.
Hopefully they keep both ranks, not just this one time only. Hopefully they're able to in the future keep research and BR ranked in the future.
Yeah, I can't see why they wouldn't unless there's just simply not enough players on one of the game modes. Like if nobody's playing Verdansk anymore, then they might just end up taking it out. That's something they normally do, but
true.
There we are. Those are the main 2 things with Season 4 Reloaded. There wasn't much else.
Woo, W update.
They added some like party games, I think, like maybe one in the chamber, I think. Don't quote me on that, but that was it. There wasn't much. Fringe, like a new 2v2 map, and that's about it. They did add
lazy, man.
They did add some new skins though to make some money.
Woo, more money, hungry.
Beavis and Butthead. I haven't watched this. Do you want to watch this?
You can watch already some of it.
Take him down.
I grew up watching this show. So I knew the show already.
I got an idea, Beavis.
Beavis.
This is gonna be cool.
Oh yeah, good idea. Yeah. Fire! Yeah.
Hold on, dumbass.
I am Cornholio. I need tippy for my bunko.
This is where it all pays off. Okay, this is gonna like hurt
He's got
you
big
a
ass
lot more
head.
than it's gonna hurt me.
No. Ah, no! Not responsible for any damage done to your vehicle.
Coach.
That's so right.
This game is cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you're wearing these skins, I don't think you're wearing them to be incognito by any means. Also, do you think you're gonna get headshotted more wearing this skin?
Okay. I saw a video that half of their head doesn't even count for the hit marker.
That's probably a good thing, like their hair and whatnot.
Yeah, that doesn't count. Yeah, it counts. I think it counts from half the forehead down.
Yeah, because
So
they
the whole
got
top does not
they
matter.
got some huge heads, bro. Imagine you're just hitting his hair and ripping his head off. That'd be crazy. Do you think
So-
COD adding skins like this is good or bad for the game?
It's. I have a mixed opinions on this. Like, I understand that's cool that cool collabs will come. Like, they get cool collabs like opportunities, but it's a war game. I don't know. I say no. Then no. Don't bring these in the game. It's a war game. We need war skins, not like these cartoony collabs, celebrity collabs.
Yeah. But yeah, we're getting more towards the Fortnite side of things
Yeah.
when it comes to these ones specifically. Like the Ana de Armas ballerina one is it's not a cartoon like this. But
True.
it's some of those collabs make sense. Like Homelander was all right. And was that NW2, NW3? The Homelander and the
Yeah.
boy skins. But these
Yeah, they
ones
had,
are where it starts testing the line of like, all right, is this Call of Duty still or what? So
That's true.
I see both sides of the argument. The people who just want it to be more realistic and the people who do enjoy stuff like this.
Yeah, wasn't there gonna be a setting for people? Supposedly, it was a setting that you could turn these type of skins off. Supposedly, I remember I seen something like that.
Yeah, I think that was like just someone's like proposal of them to do. It was like
I
a
thought-
Photoshop thing or something, but Beavis and Butthead. Do you think
Yeah.
do you think this is like one of the worst bundles they've added so far? At least in this game.
The worst bundle, in my opinion. Nah, I don't think this was too bad. Cause I'm a Beavis and Butthead fan. Cause they're funny. The ugliest skin or worst skin I've seen was probably the newest one that just came out. It's literally like a horse skin, like on a human. Like a horse
Oh
head
yeah,
on a
those
human.
skins are ugly as hell, but it was
You're not
those
collabo?
are ones that they willingly put in. Those aren't even collabs.
That's true.
The-
But overall, it could be worse.
The collabs so far have been these guys, the ballerina one, Seth Rogen, Squid Games, and Ninja Turtles.
Oh, this shit was goofy as hell. I bought it still just cause I thought it was cool, but
The Ninja
yeah, stuff
Turtles.
like that. Like stuff like that needs like no.
Yeah, the Ninja Turtles are a little bit crazy for sure. I
But I'm
rocked
part
it.
of the problem though, because I'm buying these skins.
I rocked the
I'm part of
Ninja
the problem.
Turtle for a few months, so that was my go-to. But yeah, new
Mixed
skins.
opinions.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care at the end of the day, but I can see both sides of the argument. And then there's more leaks of some American Dad skins, more cartoonish skins,
USA.
more cartoonish skins, very similar like appearance to the Beavis and Butthead ones, the big chin guy,
Yeah.
and then Roger.
These are Fortnite skins, bro. These are not COD skins. These are Fortnite skins.
Yeah, I agree. This one's just odd. I feel like they're just trying to like squeeze as much money out of this game that they possibly can before the new game.
Yeah.
Might be, which you might still be able to wear these in the new game. Probably will be because Black Ops 7.
Yeah, that's true.
But let us know what you guys think about these skins. Are they good or bad for Call of Duty? I think honestly, there's money grabs. There's some money grab. You gotta get microtransactions somehow.
At the end of the day, I'm still spending money on this still, even though I talk crap about it. they still get me somehow.
They still get me. We're stuck in the loop, man.
Yes, yeah, we are.
All right, so we mentioned Resurgence Ranked. You got the best class setup to use in Resurgence Ranked right now, don't you?
Yep, this class is a must need right now. This gun is broken. It's just like the DMR broken, or the what's that gun last year called? I can't think of it. The other marksman rifle that was
STG?
broken. No. Those are marksman rifle that was broken last year, like really, really bad. Oh, the MTZ Interceptor. Yeah, this gun's like that. Those guns were so broken. So we got the DM10. This gun was pretty broken beginning of the season, but not a lot of people were using it. I tried a little bit. It was pretty broken already. But yeah, this class right here, you need to use right now so you can rank up fast in Warzone ranked. So for the optic, we're using 8 attachments. So the optic, we're using the Raimundo rangefinder. It's kind of like a sniper scope a little bit. So that's what makes it deadly, because you can just shred like 4 bullets somewhere across the map.
Damn.
Then we got the monolithic suppressor for that range and bullet velocity. The gang twist barrel. The precision handguard.
Okay.
The extended mag 2, just get that more ammo. But I've seen a lot of people using the flip mag, so you reload like faster. Quick draw, the buff of weight stock to help with the flinch. It does have a lot of flinch on it. Then fire mods. So there's 2 different options you can use. I personally use overpressured for that higher bullet velocity. But if you're someone that really can't control the recoil on this, because it is pretty hard, use recoil springs.
There we go. So this is the meta DM10 that is Rocky approved.
Yeah, like you have to use it now before. I thought they're gonna nerf this pretty fast because it's really broken. It's only a 2-3 headshot. Like it's bad.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, it's if you hit your shots at it, it's bad.
Some snipers take that many bullets, man. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, use this quick. Otherwise, it's probably already nerfed if you're not seeing this quick. But there's your DM10 class setup. The one right now everybody's running on Rebirth Island. At least for the AR side of things or the long range side of things, the DM10.
Trust, you get a lot of kills in ranked.
Next up, I got a question for you.
Okay, what's this?
Would you rather never play Call of Duty again or fill out a job application?
Dude, why'd you say that?
Say what?
Dude, why'd you say that slur?
What, job?
Don't stop!
Oh, okay, my bad. The J word, my bad. My bad, bro.
Bro, don't say that again. I'll never play COD again.
Never play COD again? You don't
No,
want
hell no.
You don't want to do the J word?
No, don't even say the letter. Dude, even though my channel's based on COD, I'll quit COD. I'm switching to Fortnite.
You're staying unemployed. You don't want that application?
No, dude, stop! Stop!
Does it really
Quitting
make you just feel tingly inside?
Yes, stop. Oh, it makes me angry.
So you're never playing COD again?
Nope, I'm quitting COD forever. I don't care.
I might do it. I might take the blue pill.
Don't talk to me. Do not talk to me.
I might do it, bro. I'm serious.
You're sick. You're sick. You're a sick human being.
I might get a job.
You're a weird mother. Oh,
I might do it, bro.
You're so weird. You're so weird.
I want to play the new CODs, bro.
Over the right side? No. Go play a different game. Go play Fortnite. Go play You said you like Splitgate. Go play Splitgate.
COD? All I have to do is get that. I have to get the J word.
What? Don't even say the letter, bro.
Oh, my bad. I need to respect your boundaries here.
Yeah.
So you're taking red?
Yeah, red all day easily.
I think I'm gonna go blue, bro. I'm going blue.
No water. Taking that pill dry.
All right. Oh, okay. Sorry, I had to traumatize you there. I didn't know that was gonna be such a sensitive thing.
Yeah. No. Let's just move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in other Call of Duty news, recently the Xbox Game Pass announced that a lot of OG CODs are going to be coming to Game Pass, which has got people hyped. Because usually when this happens, the servers repopulate for a little bit. People are able to play the old games, play the old maps, use the old guns, whatever, actually find lobbies. But there's been an issue with World War II, which is the first of these games to drop on Game Pass, is that they didn't do any fixing of the servers. So people are just getting hacked straight out of their computer. If you're on Xbox, you're pretty good, but if you're playing these on PC, Xbox Game Pass, you're getting hacked.
Dude, I'm so sad about that. I really wanted to make a video on it, but as soon as I go on Twitter, the first thing I see was like, oh, my people getting hacked. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, here's a video of that happening to someone while they're playing. The person just takes over their PC, is like writing stuff, puts this picture on. Like, dude, that'd be scary. I'd be
Like
I'd
I
be
saw
pissing my
one,
pants.
someone hacked somebody and they put on some male videos.
Oh wow.
The guy was like, "What the heck?"
So yeah, World War II.
Oh damn. Hold on. It might be worth the hacks, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
It might be. I mean, this is why I say World War II is underrated. This was in the lobby every time you load it up, bro.
I never knew that. How did I miss her?
Dude, I did think at one point that they ended up like making it smaller at one point. Like,
For real?
this is like pre-patch, a pre-patch picture here.
That's insane. What?
Because at the time World War II came out, this was like a viral thing, super viral of this picture. Like mega viral, and they ended up like either making it so she doesn't turn around or they just made it smaller. I'm so serious.
That's crazy.
But this is why people are hyped for World War II coming back, of course, for the lady in the lobby. They're just gonna go goon to her, I guess.
Yeah, it might be worth the hacks, like I said.
Yeah, so we'll see if Call of Duty does anything about this, or if they're just gonna allow everybody to get hacked up while they release their old games on Game Pass. If I had to guess, they don't do anything, but maybe they'll surprise me. Maybe they will.
Hopefully, it'd be cool to come back on these old COD, just play once in a while.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, especially like the older ones, like the World War ones. I never really played them, so it'd be cool to get like a full lobby, see how it was and stuff like that.
Yeah, like this is an elite lineup they got going on here, which that's the newest games right there, but the rest of them pretty older games.
I forgot they dropped NW2, the recent one, on Game Pass also.
Oh, I haven't seen anything about hacks there, but I'm sure it's probably not as very safe.
Yeah,
that's why a lot of people play the HMW or whatever, which is like a whole separate made game to be like Call of Duty, but
it's not the same feeling though.
I know it just doesn't even look the same. So yeah, be careful if you're gonna try and play these older games. Don't get yourself hacked if you're on PC. And but it might be worth to load up. There's a little bit of Black Ops 7 leaks. There hasn't been much news ever since the trailer dropped, but I'm sure small stuff like this will be popping up until release / whenever the beta happens. Some images accidentally went live on the Call of Duty message of the day, and they ended up taking these down pretty quick. But
first look on Black Ops 7.
First look at Black Ops 7. We got Robo Dogs
coming back.
Probably a multiplayer map here of some sort, like a postal thing.
See, look, they're wearing exosuits.
I mean, it is an evolution of Omni movement, just no jetpack / wall running, I guess. So maybe like double jumping and shit. I don't know. This guy's diving, doing the Omni movement dive.
Yeah, he's pretty high up too. So maybe,
yeah,
maybe you can double jump and just dive to your sides, maybe.
Dude, that'd be crazy. that could be it. You might have just cracked the code.
I did. There you go. I leaked it.
Not much else to break down here other than Will Smith up there. And
Will Smith is insane. Will Smith is crazy.
He's got the same beard, bro. The same cut.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Some potential operators but nothing too crazy.
So I don't
And
recognize any of these
maybe
guns.
some maps. Who knows? It's probably from campaign though, if I had to guess.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
probably. That's crazy.
Black Ops 7 leaks. Not much, just a couple small pictures. But here we go. We're getting
Yeah.
into the dirty things. We got the CDL ROSTERMANIA. We got the
Woo!
CDL roster changes ahead of the EWC, and then the potential things and teams that might blow up after the EWC. There are some big time rumors going around from big time leakers. So the first thing to happen was Beans got dropped by Toronto Ultra.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And this was their champs card. They got top 6. They go 0-3 in S&D. They sucked S&D, 1-2 in control. And Beans was by far the best guy on their team at champs, and they drop his ass a week after champs. Not even a week.
They keep that 4 insight on the team.
Yeah, I got words to say about him, but not yet, not yet. So this is the champs card. I went back and looked at all their cards from all the events. Insight has been pretty ass all year. He had one stage where he was like 81 or 82. Beans had like 2 stages where he was a 90, and then he's been pretty average as like an 80 or so. I think he had one bad stage, maybe in the 70s, low 70s. So he gets dropped. I think this is just a whole repercussion that Ultra never recovered from the whole Mercules situation. Like, they sub in Mercules, they get top 3, their best placing of the year. And then ever since then, they're just always in the back of their mind, like, are we as good now as we were with Mercules at that event? And that has ultimately led them to just dropping Beans.
Dude, I just feel bad for them, man. Not feel bad, but like I feel for them. I bet you how like, jealous they were. They found like Mercury standing up there holding that trophy, knowing that they had him on their roster.
Yeah, they literally had him as a teammate. But man, this shows that friendship cheese is 100% a thing in the CDL, because there's no way it makes logical sense to drop Beans over Insight. Insight has been ass all year long, brother.
Yeah, my boy's Beans, man. He keeps getting disrespected, bro. He keeps getting disrespected.
Like,
Gets dropped by Toronto. He joins Carolina for EWC. Gets dropped by them still after. He joins Boston at the end of last year. Has a pretty good, I think, last major with them, or yeah. Then he still gets dropped by them twice. He got dropped the year before also.
yeah, Beans is a guy who's like, he's never gonna really be like a top guy in the league, but he's gonna be a solid AR to have on your roster. And it just doesn't make sense whenever he's playing well and your other AR has been playing horribly, and you decide to keep the horrible player. The only reason the Insight's on that team because he's a duo with Kleenex, and then probably because he's been on Toronto longer and Toronto likes him more. Like, dead ass, there's no reason Insight should still be on the team, bro. He played, he's been awful all year. Horrible.
No, I agree.
And he really hasn't been like a top player in a few years.
Mm-hmm.
He got to coast along. He had Scrappy next to him for the past couple of years. He got to coast along, drop a 0.8, a 0.9 every now and then, but Scrappy would have a 1.2 making up for it. And now he's not with an all-star AR, and it gets shown. Like, Kleenex and Jodeci's tried to carry their ass, but didn't work.
Look at that S&D KD, bro.
Yeah, that is absurd. You play 3 maps, you drop a 0.3. That's not just a bad tournament, bro. You just got slammed. Like, you've been getting slammed all year. Like, this is the one. This is the one change that had me hot. Like, there's no reason Insight should be on this team. And then, this isn't even the worst part. And then they replace Beans with a guy who's never been in the league before. I'm not hating on Abe before he even gets a chance. Yeah. But you replace the guy who just was your best player at champs with a dude who's brand new, has never been in the league, really is like his first year getting even like noticed in challengers a little bit. He was on the Stallions for a bit, and he's not even AR. They got to move Kleenex to a flex for this event.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
To bring in this kid who's never played, and I keep up with challengers loosely. He's not a guy who's just slamming down there. He's not a guy who's winning events. He's like getting top 6, maybe like a top 4. So I don't know. I do not understand this move. I'm not a GM of the CDL, but it just makes no sense.
Yeah, I agree. We'll see though.
They're giving him a chance. EWC. I wish Abe the best. It's just it's a move that just doesn't make a lot of sense to me, at least.
Yeah.
But I always love to see new faces. So I'm hoping Abe does play well and proves everybody wrong. But one thing that I saw like going around is that this is just like a temporary EWC move. And like, maybe he stays on after EWC, but for the next season, Ultra is looking to either move in an AR. So like Draza's a name that's been thrown around. Or maybe they keep Kleenex as a flex and they bring in like a top SMG. Like Abizi and Joe Deceives, I've heard, have wanted to like duo up for some time.
Ooh.
So Ultra might have some bigger plans after the Esports World Cup. And this might not be a full-time change here, but we'll see. We'll see.
Might get a little spicy.
But I do hope Abe goes out, plays well, has like a Mercules type of tournament that Mercules had when he joined the Ultra, gets his name out there, gets him a spot in the league, but it just doesn't make sense dropping beans after the season they had. He was not the worst player.
No,
but,
definitely.
Yeah, there's my Ultra rant over. That was the main one I had a big time opinion on. Beans he's still going to the EWC. He does join Team Orchid, which is a challengers team that made it. This is like Vance's team and a few others there, Mythics. It's a bit interesting though, because a lot of people don't think that Beans should be allowed to join this team. Do you see stuff about that?
No, why?
Well, because this Orchid team with Vance and them have been playing together all season long. They worked their butts off. They qualify for the World Cup. And then one of the players that's been working all year long to qualify for this just gets dropped.
Oh, damn, that has to hurt.
He's been
playing
playing
so mad.
He's been playing with these guys all year long. Like this team hasn't changed rosters much, if not like it was just like one player. And they qualify for EWC and he just gets dropped, bro.
Oh, that has to hurt. Oh, I can see why.
I feel so bad for him, man.
Damn it, Beans.
Yeah, I feel bad for him, bro. Yeah, they dropped Henry. His name was Henry. And you got some people kind of hating on him down low, but
no, yeah, that kind of that sucks. I'm with them right there.
Yeah, I don't. There are some like rules for the Esports World Cup about like changes and stuff. I saw something that, like they get one change, or then after that it has to be approved or something. But I don't think the challengers roster should be allowed to change unless the one player is getting picked up by a professional team in the CDL, not reverse order like this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I see what you mean by that. Yeah.
So yeah,
Damn.
sad for the guy who got dropped, Henry.
Yeah.
Beans is taking his spot. Yeah, shout out Henry, man. That sucks. That sucks.
Damn. Yeah, I feel bad now.
More on kind of just rostermania. The Ravens are apparently like targeting an entire European roster besides Slasher. So they get rid of Gwen, or I think Gwen's contract ends and Gwen decides to sign with Cloud9, which I don't know about you, but I think this could be an interesting team going into the World Cup with a Gwen and Crimp duo.
Yeah.
Because both have
I like
pop-off potential. Both could go crazy.
Yeah, you saw what Gwen did last year. Gwen started off pretty hot this year, and then towards the middle, he died off a little bit and slowed down, and he had a really good champs.
Yeah, champs, he was frying. So it's interesting what this is going to do at the EWC. There's some speculation too around Cloud9 with their ARs, whether or not Sib is out of there, whether or not they're going to keep Spart after this season. But they dropped Capsule to pick up Gwen, and I think that's a good signing. Gwen's a talented guy, and he's either, which this is a lot of the young SMGs, they're either like just absolutely frying or they're not doing that hot. And Gwen's kind of like that. Like Nero's another example. Nero is either the freaking best in the game or he's getting slammed, bro. Nero's one of those guys. So yeah, Gwen goes. The rumor for Gwen and then Rex is not going to be signing or getting re-signed to the Ravens. TJ Halley's contract ended. They did not re-sign him. It's only Slasher left, and the rumor is Afro, F. Dot,
Okay.
and Cobra. So a
Cobra,
bunch
I've
of
been hearing that name
European
a lot.
guys. Yeah, Cobra's a name that's been thrown around for a couple of years of people like saying that he deserves to get a shot. And I think really just like him being from Europe and the whole visa problem is like probably what has hindered that. If he was from America, I think he would have had a shot at least. But
Okay.
now it looks like EWC is going to get an opportunity. It's not official yet, but Afro will be back. Afro's been nasty at this game, so maybe he can go make some positive PR for himself going into Black Ops 7 by playing well at this tournament. And then
Yeah.
F. Dot is another member of Afro's team, Team Notorious. That they've been together this year in Challengers, and they've been one of the better Challengers teams. I think they won one of the events, like Major 2 or something.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
So-
that's cool. That's interesting.
So Ravens kind of going back to their London roots and picking up European players.
Oh, the London Royal Ravens, let's go!
What are your thoughts on Slasher still being there?
I don't know how he's still in the league, bro. Like,
Respectfully, I agree.
Actually, I like Slasher, bro. Like, he went to school near me. I know I said that a lot, but his time. I think his time is almost done. Like, I don't know how he's still.
Yeah,
the league.
he's just he's not dropping a positive KD enough to even like try to justify it. Like with Clayster last year, I was like trying to justify it because every now and then he'd be doing okay. But Slasher, he started off the year pretty hot. Like I had to move him into my starting role in one of my fantasy leagues because bro was frying in Major 1.
Well, he was. Yeah, he was.
But then like after Major 2, nothing from him. Like 0.8,
Back-
0.8, 0.7,
yep.
0.9.
Back to his old self.
So I think really what gets him these roster spots is like his leadership role, his veteran, being a vet,
Mm-hmm.
and like he's a really good S&D player. A few months ago they were debating like the GOAT S&D player of all time, and he was in there saying that he's the GOAT.
Oh yeah.
Which to be fair, his teams are always
But-
pretty good at search and destroy. But yeah, European Ravens team going to be representing in Saudi. We'll see how it happens. I don't think that the groups have been announced for Saudi yet, but it'll be an interesting one nonetheless to see how these teams perform with the changes like Ultra, Ravens, Cloud9 now with Gwyn. And then TJ Halley gets dropped from Ravens, and he's here now on the Vegas Falcons.
Okay, I like that little TJ staying in the league still. I like that.
So
Give him a
I
chance.
root for TJ. He had a really good like Major 1, Major 2, but just like Slasher, he fell off a cliff towards the end of the season. Because I was really thinking at the beginning of the year, like, all right, he's submitted himself as like a guy who still got it. He's gonna be here next year, and then he just started dropping like 0.6s, 0.7s. So now I don't know. I don't know after EWC where he'll land. He's got to have a good event here, because the rumors going around are that this is not going to be an official roster move that goes into Black Ops 7. This is only going to be Esports World Cup.
Okay, I see.
So
I didn't know
Teej
that.
joins. He's duoing with Pred as the SMG. Exton's moving over to the Flex. They still have varsities. Seems like that's the only changes they're going to make for Esports World Cup. Priest is
Go to
out.
comments. Go to
Huh?
the comments on that real quick. Go in the comments on the Priest one. What was it? Where is not there no more? What's the other player on the Vegas again? X need.
Exton, yeah.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I could play the flex," and Glacier's like, "You gotta learn how to drop your trophy more in hill or something like that."
Yeah, I don't see that one there. But yeah, TJ's going to be joining the Falcons for the Esports World Cup. It might help them a little bit. I'm not sure. I mean, they're kind of a team where they have pop-off potential, but they don't show it very often. Like we didn't get to see much of them with like the Priest Arcees duo and whatnot. But who knows? They could be scary. They could be a scary search and destroy team.
True. I think it's a bigger upgrade than Priest, in my opinion.
Yeah. And Exnet, I think, will still fry on the AR, so it's worth a shot. But yeah, Priesta is dropped. The future of Priesta kind of unknown. I think he still wants to try and compete. He said it's been a rough couple years. Sorry to lay supporters down. Really been trying to pull it back up. Good luck to the team. So that doesn't really say much whether or not he's going to continue playing. I think he might try, but he has had some rough years ever since winning champs.
Yeah, I say at least one more year and see how that goes. If not, he'll probably retire.
Yeah. Ever since he won champs with the Subliners, his career path has literally went from the top to all the way down.
Yeah, what was the stat? What was it? He hasn't won a map since champs. What was it?
I don't think he had won a series
Series. That's what it was.
since champs, and that was Major 4 with the Falcons.
Dude, that's insane.
Since MW2 champs. That was the stat. I think we reacted to that like episode 1. So
we did? Oh.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, that's a crazy stat, and also just shows you the type of years he's been having.
Yeah, that's insane.
So,
that's crazy.
Priest out, TJ in, and many people think that TJ is a temporary fix, and that for Black Ops 7, the Falcons are going to be targeting a much higher profile SMG.
Ooh, they have the money.
Like an Abizi type of player.
Ooh.
That's what people are speculating. They're speculating Abizi might be the one they go after. Abizi's in a lot of talks with going to different teams. He seems to be the guy on the chopping block for FaZe, not Draza, like people think. But Draza's also in rumors. There's so many rumors going around. But Abizi's in the most.
It's gonna be interesting for sure.
So that's the rumor. Also part of Rostermania, Diamondcon is called back up to LAG. He's back on LAG where he was last year. He's going to be replacing Fellow.
Okay.
So I don't think Fellow's making his way to EWC. And if their team is Diamondcon, Johnny, Kismet, Lunars, I don't think they're going to be any better. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That team is...
They've been compromised all year long. Like, they have just been ass.
Yeah, this change is not. That team too big.
I mean, they barely finished above Falcons in standings, and Falcons had 4 Saudi guys for 2 majors. They didn't win a map. And these guys still barely finished above them with the standings, starting the year off with Kismet, Skies, Priesta, Lins.
Jeez.
Tough year for him.
That's bad.
So I don't know how much Diamondcon's going to change. He has been playing well all year long in Challengers. And he had his moments last year in NW3 for sure. But I don't know if he's a player that's just going to flip a team around like Hercules did. There's only a few guys that are ever going to do that. And we'll see. We'll see, though. I'm rooting for the guy, as always. I may sound negative, but I'm always rooting for him.
Yeah, okay. Same here.
Another tweet. So this is from just June. Bro, you're going to be awful from Scrap. Method says they'd be throwing me parades and selling Method-themed drinks if I had Hydra next to me. So they must have had some beef on the timeline. Scrap says you had Scumpy, then got dead last at the biggest tournament of the year. Hydra could do the funniest thing at Champs. What did the Thieves do after Scrap tweets this out a month ago? They get dead last at Champs.
See, you can't be talking crap. You can't back it up.
Dude, the jinxing that like trash talking has been doing to players recently is insane. This happened to Scrap, Shotzi earlier in the year. Because he's calling everybody ass and they go 0-18. Players gotta learn their lesson.
Man, if I was a player, I'm like, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Draza's calling himself the CEO of Optic, then they win champs back to back.
Get 3-0 by Optic.
Yeah. Learn your lesson, players. Learn your lesson. But yeah, this is
talk friendly.
It's crazy that this happened.
Say you're really good. Good job. You had me there.
Next up here, we got this tweet from FaZe. They do this every now and then. They tweet like a little anime GIF. And I don't know if this means anything, but I will say, I was watching Tactical Grab. He's a big Call of Duty, talker about Rostermania. He says, FaZe after EWC, 90% chance of making a change.
That's crazy.
Like, do you think FaZe makes a change at all?
No, I don't. I don't see a reason why. Like, ever since Draza joined the team, they've still been like a top team in the league. They just don't perform when it matters the most at champs. But you're winning all these majors, being top 3 every year, and no, I don't see why there's a change unless someone's frustrated on that roster. I could see a reason why.
Yeah.
But that team's too good. Not that team's still good enough to give it one more year.
Yeah, I think they try a little more year for 2. It doesn't seem like, though, because I think Rap has a lot more info on the inside than us, but
Yeah.
90% just doesn't seem right. Like, I also agree to where they had an okay year. They win 2 majors. They really sell themselves short at champs. And, like, one thing he said was that even if they win EWC like they did last year, he still thinks they might change. And
That's
like,
crazy to think
as a
about.
viewer looking in, it seems weird, but I guess if the team is kind of compromised, like they don't believe it anymore, then you kind of have to do something at that point if the team just like isn't vibing like they once were. But it's weird because like you watch the BZ's vlogs and stuff, they all seem just fine. So who knows? But we're also
Maybe
not
just when
seeing the
they-
whole thing. We're not seeing everything.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe it's time for that trio to finally break up, or
Yeah, like I said, a BZ's in a lot of talks. I've seen LA Thieves a BZ. I've seen Vegas a BZ. I've seen Ultra a BZ. Those are the main
LA
3. I've seen Ultra Draws. And then of course you got people saying, Vegas is gonna throw Simp the bag, all that type of stuff. The only really one I'm not seeing, which this is the guy on the chopping block last year, was Celium. He seems to be safe.
yeah. Well, he had a great year.
So who knows?
I felt like he did.
I'm excited. I'm low-key just excited to see what goes down at EWC, and then it seems like chaos might ensue because
It's gonna be crazy.
you got all the intel guys on Twitter saying like 6 teams are gonna make changes. That's half the league, and that's like 6 teams, and then some of them are saying a couple of the top teams. So whatever that means. Like, who do you consider the top teams? FaZe, Thieves, Optic now? That doesn't even make sense. If a couple of them are going to do it, but who knows what FaZe has got up their sleeve. I think they stick it out. Rocky agrees, but it doesn't seem like that's the case to everybody else.
It's going to be a fun, off season.
Yeah, Sid for Draza is the only good change y'all can make. I kind of agree. Like, if you get rid of one of those guys, is there anyone in the league that's available that's going to be better than them as a replacement? I don't think so.
No, that's it. I like that first comment right there, Sib.
Yeah, Sib. Or I saw possibly bringing in Joe Deceives for Draza, move Simp to the flex as that AR role.
And that team's so scary like that, I think.
So those are like the only couple changes, which I think Joe Deceives has proved himself this year enough to where he could be in that convo, but still, if you're winning events, you kind of got to stick it out, man. If you're winning, like there's only 5 events, 6 with EWC, and you're winning 2 of them, 33%. You still have a chance to win another one, to win 50% of the events on the year. Of course, you want to win champs, but that leads me into kind of another thing is like, how high do we rate champs as an event overall? Like some people, I think it's mainly
you have to.
I think it's mainly like Optic fans in these replies saying the Optic had the best year or the best season, but did they really?
No, they just
like you're an
shut
Optic
up when
fan.
it mattered the most. Yeah, they just shut up when it mattered the most.
Like the best overall season of Black Ops 6, would you say Optic had the best one? Even though,
no.
Yeah, like you can't go 0-18 and get last and have the best season.
They had such a, I wouldn't say bad year because they did start pretty good, I think. But a lower mid tier type season, and they just shut up when it mattered the most.
Yeah, I feel like some fans rank champs like so much higher than all the other events, which it is like the world championship, I guess. But one question I have for you is like, there's 4 majors, you get top 12 at all 4 majors, you're just getting shit on, but then you pull through and you win champs. Are you gonna do that? So that's your red pill, or are you gonna win 3 majors, get second at the 4th, and get like top 6 at champs? You taking the one win the 1 win getting absolutely pooped on at every other major, or the 3 wins and some other decent placings.
So that's what's harder. It's 50-50. Like, end of the day, your goal is to get that ring, but then winning all the other majors, that's a W season still, no matter what. Even if you don't get a ring.
Yeah.
So that's what's hard. Because, like I said, end of the day, the goal is the ring. But it's 50-50 on that one. That's hard for me to answer that one.
Yeah, you get the ring for champs, but now you also have EWC, which is like a very similar prize pool.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna make a lot of money if you win EWC too. So it's a whole debate, man. I think
both kills.
See, I think there's not even really a correct answer, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's really all up to opinion, and how high you really rate like getting that ring, which that is pretty much all people base like top 5 player things, top 10 player things on, is like rings and event wins. So more event wins, no ring, 1 ring, no event wins. I don't know. It's a whole debate that I don't know. Nameless says it depends on the results of EWC, who had the best season. I think if Optic wins EWC, they do have a case, even with how bad their start was. But the other guys won 2 events each, so it's hard to say.
Yeah, that's a hard one to answer.
Yeah, we'll see what EWC has to hold for us. Torn League,
for that for sure.
Torn League. We're getting into week number 5 here, about to start up. After this weekend, it'll be week 5, last week of the pool play matches, and then we're getting into playoffs. And we got another month basically of playoffs after these matches end. So it's gonna be a lot of Call of Duty, but I'm excited for the playoffs because we'll finally see some of these top teams that have been kind of destroying their groups actually have to play each other.
Yeah,
So
I'm excited for that.
It's gonna be lit, ton of fun games to be casted, I'm sure. I actually have a story from one of my matches from week 4.
Oh.
So I was casted this match, and I've been live for 2.5 hours already, right? We had played 3 maps in 2.5 hours of time. One, whenever Rocky and I cast these matches, they never start on time. We're lucky.
No, never.
We're lucky if they start, if it's at 9, if it starts at 9:15, we're lucky. So one, we're already like 30 minutes into stream before even map 1 got loaded into. Map 1 gets played. We got guys accusing other guys of hacking. We got tickets being made in the Discord. And I'm like, guys. One of the accusations was the guy using mouse and keyboard. And then the other accusation going on was that the team of all console players was cheating. That all the guys on PlayStation 5 were cheating.
Oh my god.
So I'm like, I'm looking at the clips. I'm also on live stream, so I'm like trying to get this done like in a timely manner.
Uh-huh.
And then ultimately I'm like, guys, we're just gonna go play map 2. They finally play it. We're already super far in. Map 2 wins. And then all of a sudden I'm getting flooded again that we have to money cam these console players. They're cheating. And I'm like, bro, what are we doing here? Because my console players can't even have walls. It's like not even possible.
I know, yeah.
They can only have aimbot.
Oh my gosh.
So then map 3 gets played. And that was a big break, of course. Map 3 gets played like 2 hours in. And then one of the teams ends up winning it. So we go to map 4. And of course, still things are going on. It's the same complaints. We got guys hacking, we got other guys cheating and whatnot. We get in the map 4, and the team that was losing just left before the map even ended. It was like 180 to 70. They just leave.
Oh,
I was like, okay, what's going on here? And
oh my god.
it turns out they just kind of forfeited. But hey, I will say the team who called out the guy for using mouse and keyboard ended up being right. Because I looked into it more. I watched more of their point of view, and I watched a point of view of a match that you casted, and bro was definitely using mouse and keyboard.
I didn't catch that. What the heck?
So we actually did. So from this match, I ended up banning that guy for using mouse and keyboard because you're not allowed to use mouse and keyboard in the Torn League. So there's my story of
You banned somebody.
I banned a guy and how the match just took absolutely forever to go on because there was a problem after every single map.
How long was it? Like 3.5 hours?
It ended up like 2.5.
2.5? Oh my
But if we
Damn.
went map 5, it would have been like a 3.5 hour long series, and I would have been toast.
Dude, oh my god.
My energy levels were low that last map. I was tired of it.
I bet. It's late for you too, huh? So it's like almost midnight.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
yeah, I would have been so annoyed.
That was my Twirling League experience. But now we're about to get into playoffs. And I mean, I'm sure the complaints might even get more in the playoffs just because that's when the money becomes a real factor for these guys, the prize money. But we're going to do our best as admins of the Twirling League to figure it all out. So don't you guys
Yeah,
worry.
don't cheat. Don't cheat.
Yeah. Why ruin
Simple as
everybody's
that.
experience, bro?
Yeah, don't cheat.
Just be a normal freaking guy.
I see there are 88 subs now on the channel.
88. Yep. One of the videos did pretty well this week.
Oh, dang. Oh,
700 there. I've been posting like a match highlight a day on here. So if you're interested in some Call of Duty, some casting, go check it out.
that's
But-
fun. Trust it.
Here we go. It's back. Last
All
episode,
right.
we didn't have it because the game was down, but it's back. We got the CDL Wordle to end off today. We're 2-2.
Excited. I'm really excited.
Who are we starting with?
You already know.
Vivid?
Yep. Yep. You have to.
Vivid. Let's guess him. Teammates
Okay.
of Vivid on Dallas Empire. Okay. Teammates
Younger
with
than 25.
Vivid. And they have a ring,
Have the
bro.
ring. Put Crim 6 in right now. Oh no. Crim 6 old. Put in Shotzi.
Shotzi? Is Shotzi below 25? He might be
Hey, he
24.
is right.
I think Shotzi's 24 or 23, right?
Yeah, he's pretty young.
Shotzi. Bang!
Ah!
That was our quickest one. That was our quickest one by far.
W fucking bull. Look at 3 rings right there. Look at that.
3 rings. He's one of the only guys to have it. Shotzi.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Ah! Oh my god, that was fast. That was fast.
There we go. That's what we're talking about there. That's what we needed. We needed a quick one.
Heck
All
yeah.
right. That was a pretty good episode, man. We got over all the Rostermania news. We got over some of the new updates in Call of Duty. We got over a bunch of other random topics like usual. We're just throwing everything at you guys. Second episode of the week. We'll be back again probably next Saturday. So stay tuned for that.
I'm excited for these off-season WrestleMania episodes we're gonna have.
Yeah, we're going to have EWC coming up. And probably maybe not any more moves for that. But then after EWC, Rostermania is going to be crazy.
I'm excited for those.
So that's all I got. You got anything else?
No, I want to appreciate everyone showing love to all our socials. We do enjoy making this podcast. I have a good time doing this. This is really fun for me.
Yeah, and we're getting clips out every day on TikTok and Shorts. So if you ever miss it, just go check out the clips, man. You can see the best highlights, the funniest moments.
Yes, sir. Oh,
All right.
fireworks are going off.
All right. Happy 4th of July to anyone watching. And that's going to do it for episode 6 of Loadout Lounge. Thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all next week.